We're taking a closer look at some of Cincinnati's most interesting people and asking them to come have coffee with me. Well, today we're putting the spotlight on longtime radio host Lincoln Ware. He has spent over 5 decades broadcasting to audiences, mostly in Cincinnati, so he's really well known. Now, I asked Lincoln to come have coffee at the iHeart Studios in Kenwood, where he met up with his buddy and sometimes rival, WLW's Bill Cunningham. Now, they hadn't seen each other face to face for several years, and as expected, they cut up, giving each other a hard time.
I'm with Lincoln on the hair, though.
Hey.
that does happen, right?
Lincoln Ware is follically challenged.
And the two of them together was quite a sight to see. And I found out they have a few things in common, both like a lot of alone time. Here's my chat with the one, the only, Lincoln Ware.
Let's go to Twin. Twin, how are you?
He's been sitting in a chair in front of a mic for 50 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Hell of a long time.
As you would say, unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
So tell me, what is one thing that people don't know about you?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Probably that I'm really afraid to get up in front of people at a podium and like MC different events. That I hate that. That terrifies me. I can't gather myself, and I'm always stumbling when I do stuff like that. I just hate it. I turn down more jobs than I take. I don't like to do it.
What is it about that?
I don't know. I can't understand. I guess I'm so used to being in a little cubby hole with my microphone, knowing they're out there, but they can't see me. I can't see them. And yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is surprising.
Whatever it is about radio, Lincoln loves it. From his start in the Marine Corps to his days at WCIN, the first station for African Americans in the 50s, to WDBZ, where he spent the bulk of his career.
So what is your passion? What is Lincoln Ware's passion?
Well, it would probably have to be radio. To be in this business for 50 years, you have to love it, I'm telling you, because there's some crazy stuff happens in this business. So to stay around as long as I have, which is a rarity, you have to have a passion for it. And I do. I love it. I just love going out talking to people on the radio, knowing they're listening to me, and giving them information, mixing it up with the callers and doing things like that. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I retire. I don't know. What am I going to do? I can't stop time.
He has some time to think about it. Lincoln says he's retiring after the 2024 presidential election.
It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Maybe. The real question is, what will Cincinnati do without Lincoln Ware?
Your show is more than just radio. It is bringing the community together.
We're like a big family.
Yeah.
A big family.
Yeah. So what does that feel like to know that you're how much you've done for the community and for Cincinnati?
I don't feel it. Maybe, other people see it and you don't, that happens a lot. You don't think you're doing stuff, but maybe you are.
What's clear is that Lincoln is the great connector, the glue for his audience of largely African Americans. What's also clear is that Lincoln makes a connection with just about everyone, even his counterpart down the dial, Bill Cunningham.
Lincoln Ware is follically challenged. That's right.
Different political views.
He's a right-winger and I'm a liberal. So who's telling the truth? The liberals. We always tell the truth.
Different audiences, and yet these guys have a couple of things in common: the chair and that mic. I'm just glad that over the years I've gotten to know them both well. And when I call...
When Michelle Hopkins calls, you got to answer. You got to pick up the phone and say, yes, where, when, and what time. And here I am.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. And cheers to you, Lincoln Ware. Okay, up next, you know him as the man at the top, in charge at FC Cincinnati, Jeff Berding. But I bet you didn't know this about him.
Okay, a little Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring.
We'll have more on Jeff Berding, the singer, and maybe a few other things you didn't know. That's next week on Come Have Coffee with Me.